Are you proficient in a second language? Could you hold an in-depth conversation with someone from that culture and understand him or her very well? I am sure not many of you could raise your hands and say yes to this. This is because the United States has fallen behind in foreign language education. We should no longer feel that our native language is enough, considering our country's diversity is growing at a rapid rate. While other countries have required foreign languages classes starting at young ages, the United States is truly lacking. According to Forbes.com's article, America's Foreign Language Deficit, only 18% of Americans report speaking a language other than English, while 53% of Europeans, an increasing number in other parts of the world, can converse in a second language. For example, in Czechoslovakia, students are required to take a foreign language in elementary school, and they are required to learn a third language in middle school. Why does it matter that we are lacking, may you ask? Why should you begin to learn a second language? Here are your answers. There are a tremendous amount of benefits that come along with knowing a foreign language. Did you know that learning a second language can actually benefit your academic success? Speaking a foreign language can actually improve the functionality of your brain. It does this by challenging your brain to negotiate meaning and communicate in different language systems. It can also help you improve your multitasking skills because you are forced to switch from your regular language to a completely different language structure. According to Marie Anderson's article, Should Students Be Required to Learn a Second Language to Graduate, on everydaylife.globalpost.com, learning a second language assists in the development of critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, and memory, per the Connecticut State Department of Education. A 2007 publication cited several studies showing that students who study a foreign language have higher scores on standardized tests in math, reading, and social studies, as well as college entrance exams like the ACT and the SAT. English speakers who learn a second language typically also have better listening skills and a greater understanding of their native language. Learning a second language can also help you understand diversity. Since the diversity in the United States is constantly growing, taking a second language could help you understand someone else's culture and practices, as well as being able to speak their native language. This would improve how our nation can connect with each other by overcoming the barrier of language. Many people will tell you how having a good resume will help you get a job. Many people will tell you how having a good college degree will help you get a job. But I bet not many people have told you that being bilingual could lead to a better job. Nowadays, more and more businesses are working closely with companies from other countries. They need someone who is able to communicate with people from these other countries, and if you are able to, and someone you are competing against in an interview is not, you have the edge on them. According to Washington State University article, Why Study Foreign Languages on forlang.wsu.edu, knowing more than one language enhances opportunities in government, business, law, medicine, healthcare, teaching, technology, the military, communications, industry, social services, and marketing. We are in need of these careers and people to fulfill them. Without them, our nation will not be the same. With plenty of them, our nation could be stronger than ever. So as you can see, in almost every job you will ever have, no matter what your degree is, you will be communicating with someone else at some point. The chances that the person may speak another language are growing fast. Employers are looking for someone who can handle that situation if it may arise. As many of you already know, students learn better the earlier they get started learning it. It is easier for them to remember as well. This is why I think that the United States students should be required to begin learning a foreign language as early as first grade. I know in many colleges, such as the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, incoming students are required to have 2 years of foreign language. If students started at such a young age, the second language would be second nature to them. If it is required of elementary schools to begin teaching at this age, colleges may not have to worry as much about their incoming students knowing the second language because they would already be proficient. I agree that it is never too late to start learning the second language, but the earlier you start, the easier it will be. Also, with the growing diversity of our nation, the younger kids would be able to understand and communicate with kids from other cultures and languages. I think this is extremely important so that even the younger generation can overcome diversity barriers. If we started this requirement soon, our next generation could be proficient in a second language, and the United States will no longer be lacking in this department. Thank you.